Hey, TV people, you got your hollow mad mud duck back at you early Wednesday morning because evidently when I got back from my running around Tuesday afternoon, my diabetic old ass ate something and fell out for about 8 hours, 9 hours. Evidently, I needed it. I've been burning the candles at both ends here lately. So we're into part five, I guess. Part four, part five. Yeah, maybe part four. Fuck, I don't know anymore. I feel like I fucking fell into the motherfucking never ending story. My truck is like goddamn herpes. Just as soon as you think it's gone, it comes back. But Tuesday morning, I had some running around to do and a couple appointments I had to make. And when I was waiting for one of them appointments, I seen a state patrol officer sitting out there in this big SUV thing. Bigger tires than my goddamn truck, but he's only a two-wheel drive, but looks cool. And I love the Washington State Patrol. As a convicted felon, I will have to tell you they are one of the finer police forces in the state, if not the fucking country. These ladies and gentlemen are professionalism in uniform. They are kind, respectful, helpful. I mean, they are what you want in a police officer. And there are a lot of jurisdictions around here that could take lessons from the Washington State Patrol. Love the hell out of them guys. They are the best police force as I'm concerned in the damn country. Even though they got the damn funny Smokey Bear hat, they are. You can't get any finer than the Washington State Patrol. And I wish a few police agencies around here would take up on their professionalism. And I all right, get off their dick for a minute. And I asked him, I told him the situation. I asked him, do you guys have different computer information than what the state records has? And he says, no, we get our information from the state. And I broke down about the court clerk there in Fedway. And he said, well, she lied to you. I said, really? He said, yeah, because that's public information. All you have to do is file a public information disclosure, and they'll give you that information. They cannot deny you that information. I said, okay. And I filed that away. And while I was in the middle of one of my appointments, I get a call from my people in Olympia. And my person in Olympia is pissed. She doesn't know how this information got around her red flag she had on my title. But it seems that my truck was purchased at auction on March 1st of 2017 by Binford Metals. I keep wanting to say Binford Tools and More Power. Oh. No, not Binford Tools, Binford Metals. And the paperwork's incomplete. And then there's another piece of paperwork she sent me in a PDF file that is where they destroyed it, but it's still in my name. Now, how can the hell can you purchase a vehicle at auction and still have it in my name and then destroy it at a wrecking yard without notifying me? Years ago, my brother, myself, and our cousin Jimmy used to Steve and Jimmy used to run a wrecking yard, and I just go up from time to time and work as part-time parts puller and just we did security up there at night. Had a couple of drive-bys with guys popping off 9 millimeters at the shop doors, and we fired back one night. But that's an old story for another time. And I know what paperwork has to be filed with the state, what records you have to keep in a wrecking yard when a vehicle comes in, and the whole process. We had a state patrol officer one time that wanted to pull behind the fence into the yard, and we told him we can't, by law, let him do that. And he argued he's a state patrol officer, and this was one of the gung ho ones. And when he started to pull his vehicle in the yard, as soon as that front fender come through the gate, my brother's standing there with the yellow paint pen, busy writing the wrecking yard number on his left front fender as it's pulling in. And he got pissed and told him, state law, vehicle comes through this gate, it gets a wrecking yard number. Funny thing is, my motherfucking truck, according to this paperwork, was not assigned a wrecking yard number. It was not assigned a row number, a stack number. None of the goddamn paperwork was filled out where it's got a number. It doesn't prove it was with no number, it was not physically on their lot. If it was physically on their lot without a number, they violated the law. And there is stiff fines and penalties for that. So, with this information in hand, I go down and take a drive down into the goddamn Binford Metals. And I'll tell you what, the place it's looked better. No sign of my truck, but they got a couple locked buildings that I couldn't get into that my truck might be in. May never even see my truck again, but somebody's going to pay. And decided to go back up the Federal Way again, where they told me don't come back. I said, that's okay. I don't have a fucking house for you people to destroy, so I won't be back. Well, I showed back up there and I walked in, and the court clerk glared at me when I come in, and I said, I'm back. Well, you were told never to come back. I said, yeah, and you people can't tell me that. I'm the public. This is a goddamn public place. If you people ban me from public places, you better charge me with something. And I said, I've come to get that information that you have on your computer screen that you told me I couldn't have. She said, I couldn't have it. And I said, no, I can too have it. By law, you are required to provide that information to me if I file a public information disclosure form. And she said, no, I can't disclose that information to you. That's not my information to disclose. And I said, look, lady, according to the law, you are to disclose that information to me. Are you telling me something different? She says that she can't disclose that information because it's the state's information and I have to go to the state. I said, I already have all the state's information. And the state wants to know why you have information that the state doesn't. And she got shitty with me. I said, you got your commander in here? And she says, no, he's out of the building. I said, I'll wait because I want to talk to him about why his police department has information that the state doesn't have. I got people down in state offices are busy asking, why the hell? If I ain't got this information, they shouldn't have it because they get their information from me. And my contact down in Olympia is really, really getting pissed about this. And she said, well, hold on. And she's glaring at me the whole time, and she's talking to somebody on the phone, and I can hear her, and she gets this real evil smile and looks up all over at me and says, Okay, I can detain him for about 20 minutes. And she comes back and says, the commander will be back in 20 minutes and he asks if you will wait for him. I said, well, tell you what, I'll be back in about a half hour. I'm diabetic and I'm getting that low blood sugar feeling, so I got to go get something to eat and I'll be back in about a half hour. And I got the fuck out of there. Because anytime I'm in a police officer station and somebody mentions the word detains and they give me that evil smile, I'm getting my ass out of there because I got to feel that I am going to be incarcerated. So evidently I pissed Fedway off. I'm asking questions at state agencies that are calls are being made to Fedway, and Fedway doesn't know how to field them. So I got a hold of one of the places I complained to, dealer services, towing company, the people that inspect the towing companies, the wrecking yards, the towing companies. And I broke it down to him, and I told him, yeah, I just confused the hell out of you. And he goes, yeah. And and I broke it down to him, and he says, yeah, everything you're saying, I got right here in front of me on my computer. He says, every one of them forms, every one of them dates, names, and addresses that you're rattling. I said, yeah, I'm rattling this off the top of my head. This is how well I know this information. And I referred him over to my contact in Olympia and Records. That way, them two get on the same page. And evidently, the Wrecking Nerd is going to have a surprise and surprise audit of their books because he said this ain't right. He says this information ain't right. How in the hell can they have your truck without having a wrecking yard number? How can they have your truck with it still in your name and destroy it with your? This doesn't make any sense. This isn't legal. And I said, okay, well, you call this number and talk to this lady. She's the one that supplies you the records, and you two get on the same page. And tomorrow I'm going to call the Attorney General's office. I'm raising hell. I got to go down to the courthouse tomorrow and get myself some paperwork. They got a law library down there I got access to. Well, that gives me access to all the forms, all the fucking books I need. See, I'm old school. I used to do hard copy, going through books and stuff. I didn't have this damn internet shit back in the day when I was learning the shepherdize and the file assistant, write writs and all that. So I got to file a complaint against the city of Federal ABT Towing, Binford Metals, and I don't know if I'm going to do them by corporation or by person because I can sue each and every person individually too. So that's what's going on with that. And the dog is, she gets up, falls over, lays down, pees herself, gets up, falls over. So I don't know how much longer she's got, but people is really starting to get worried that when the dog dies, I'm going to go out and start killing people. No, I'm not going to go out and start killing people. That's the old mud duck. Kindler, gentler Uncle Mud Duck now. I'm going to litigate him to death. Nickel and dime him to death. Uh, this is a goddamn never ending story, and I think I got fucking statutes of limitations and jurisdictions and all that shit I got to deal with. But besides that, I am going to raise a little hell, and I think I'm going to take another walk through Binford tomorrow. Put on some work clothes and go make it look like I'm some wrench twister looking for a part. Or I could go down and ask them, where the fuck's my truck? No, my brother's advised me about not doing that because he says he'll take me out and kill me down there. So I don't know. I got to talk to the lady in Olympia tomorrow. So that's all for this one right now, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get a couple more hours of sleep and figure out just what the fuck. I got them. It's just I got to file it right.